Thousands of Palestinian workers from Gaza who were stranded in Israel when war broke out last month were sent back to the war-torn region after being deported by the Israeli government. At southern end strip, a Guardian reporter in Rafah saw a steady stream of men all ages, without phones, money or ID cards, entering area by walking about 2 kilometers from Kerem Shalom crossing point for commercial goods on Friday morning. Independent Egyptian news outlet Mada Masr said about 3,200 people were sent back from the checkpoint controlled by Israel and Egypt. The UN Human Rights Office said it was deeply concerned by the deportations. They're being sent back. We don't know exactly where they're being sent back, and we don't even know if they have a home to go to. Spokeswoman Elizabeth Throssell said at a press conference in Geneva. She said it was an incredibly dangerous situation. The Israeli government has been contacted for comment on the transfer. The fifth round of fighting between Israel and Hamas since the Palestinian militant group seized control of the Strip in 2007 began on October 7, following a bloody Hamas offensive in Israel that killed 1,400 people. More than 9,000 Palestinians were later killed in Israel's campaign and ground assault on a tiny piece of land that is home to 2.3 million people with nowhere to escape the violence. On Thursday, Israel's security cabinet said in a statement that the country had cut off all contact with Gaza. Before this month, 18,500 married men over the age of 25 had received permission from Israeli authorities to enter the country, mostly to work in agriculture and construction, as part of an Israeli policy designed to alleviate crushing poverty in Gaza and create an economic lifeline. It was believed that Hamas would not like to be put in danger. An unknown number of these workers were seized in raids across Israel in the days after October 7, and imprisoned under the principle of administrative detention, which allows suspects be detained without charge or to have access evidence against them that they may violate. Many claimed that they had been tortured or otherwise mistreated in military prison facilities over the past few weeks. The International Committee of the Red Cross said it was repeatedly denied access to detained workers who were held as enemy non-combatants. The Israel Defense Forces did not immediately respond to the Guardian's request for comment on the arrest or allegations of ill treatment. Thousands of people are believed have traveled to the occupied West Bank in the past few weeks, find their compatriots and a place of safety. The Guardian spoke to several workers from Gaza who were stranded in Ramallah, ministrative capital of the West Bank. Earlier this week, they had two big fears. They fear a text message or phone call from Gaza saying their families have been killed or lost under rubble. They worry that Israeli police and soldiers will raid their shelter in Ramallah, throw them in jail,